Welcome to Positive Philter with your host, Philip Wilkerson, a podcast that focuses on friends, family, health, and career with a little self-help around the way. Please join me in this journey for self-improvement, and I hope that what I have to share will make you a better person, thus making the world a better place. Positive Philter listeners, it's Philip Wilkerson back with an episode of the Positive Philter. It's been about a month since I recorded an episode, and quite honestly, it's going to be just a sporadic releasing of episodes from here on out when I have a little bit of time. As you know, lots of life changes have happened. I've got a new job. Miles is here, and he's growing, and he's a beautiful little baby boy. And so, I've really had a hard time trying to find consistency to release these episodes. But, this is something that I enjoy doing, and this is something that I need to take a little bit of time to do. And so this episode is about taking a little time for yourself. Life is pretty busy, and quite honestly, sometimes you feel overwhelmed and you feel like you can't get everything that you want to do done. And quite honestly, you can't do everything. And that's the lesson that I'm learning right now as a new father of two. I have all these dreams and ideas, and that doesn't mean I can't accomplish these goals, but I need to reframe for myself when I can get things done, squeeze in things when I can, check in with people when I can, and realize that I can't be all to everyone, and I can't get everything I need done. Everything I need to do, get it done. So, that's a lesson to learn. A lot of these things, these episodes, and a lot of these lessons for the Positive Philter are me not saying, that I have all the answers, but it's me trying to practice what I preach, and everything that I say in my episodes are things that I'm trying to implement for myself, and that's gonna be, the reason that I try to have a positive outlook on life is because, the things that I'm saying to my audience are things that I need to basically say over and over to myself. If I can say it out loud and say it to the Positive Philter listeners, that means it's something I need to resonate with myself. Over the weekend, we went to a wonderful wedding of good friends of ours, Carol Sabb and Matthew Walker, or now, I guess, she's going to be changing her name, Carol Walker. And so we had a wonderful time, and it was really good to see a lot of people at the wedding, and a lot of Matthew's friends, good friends, are fathers of more than one kid, and they really shared some lessons with me about, how to reframe what time is. And it was good to hear from other dads of multiple kids of how time changes, your time changes. It seemed like when I had just Bennett, I had a lot more free time, and I have to adjust. And, quite honestly, sometimes changes for people are not easy. But it's that reframing of time, and how you view time, and how you view getting things done, and how you view, your spare time or taking me time. And so that with that being said, I've had to reframe what me time is. I've had to reframe, what, a little bit of watching one show, or, having a phone call with a friend. Little things like that are things that I need to appreciate rather than feel like I'm missing out or feel like I don't have me time anymore. And so, if there's other fathers listening to this podcast, just know that if you are having struggles, with transitions to new roles in your life, you're not alone. But also just know that it's all a matter of reframing what you think your situations are, and reframing what you think of as free time. I guess I'm kind of rambling here, but I want all the dads to know that they have support. And, if you're a listener of this podcast and you want to send me texts or, chat, I love that. I love catching up with people. And I think that that's something that I hold very dear is, with my time is connecting with other people that gives me energy, that rejuvenates me. So if you're a listener of the podcast, hit me up. You know, Someday I tell you we're gonna have a full episode, Hillard, or do an episode on the review of the Black Panther, which was an awesome movie. I'm trying to get one of those episodes, or maybe a follow-up episode with a past guest, such as Kevin from Meet the Curator. We'll get some full episodes in there, but in the time being, I'm gonna do these little quick episodes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Another plug is that I'm still raising money for March of Dimes for my Alpha Phi Alpha chapter, so that link is in the notes. Also, another plug is that one of my line brothers, John, he has a business called What's the Stitch, and he is making Positive Philter gear, hats, and shirts. That if you're interested in purchasing those, that link will be in the notes as well. Thank you for listening to the podcast, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you for listening to Positive Philter, a podcast that focuses on family, friends, career, with a little self-help along the way. If you enjoyed this podcast, please share it with your family and friends, and like the Facebook page, Spreading Positivity of Movement. Thanks for listening.